Have you ever received a letter, an old, yellowed letter, that made your heart skip a beat all over again? Even after all these years, even after you thought that part of your life was long gone, one small envelope can bring everything rushing back. The handwriting you'd recognize anywhere, the scent of paper that still holds a whisper of their perfume, the words that say, "I never stopped thinking about you." That's what I want to talk about today, my dear friends. Love letters from the past. How sometimes, after 60, life quietly brings back someone from long ago, and suddenly, the flame you thought had gone out forever flickers again, softly, gently, like it was just waiting for the right moment to breathe. I've seen it happen, and every time it happens, it feels like a little miracle. Let me tell you about Clara first. Sweet, quiet Clara. She was 72 when an envelope arrived in her mailbox. No return address at first, just her name written in that familiar slanted handwriting she hadn't seen in 50 years. Inside was a single page from her high school sweetheart, Robert. They'd lost touch after graduation. Life pulled them in different directions. Marriages, children, careers, moves. Decades passed. She thought about him sometimes, in quiet moments, but never expected to hear from him again. The letter was simple. "Clara, I found an old photo of us at the lake. I've kept it all these years. I hope you're well. If you ever want to talk, I'm still here." She sat at her kitchen table for a long time, just holding the paper. Her hands were shaking. She told me later, "I thought my heart had forgotten how to race like that." But there it was, racing again. They started writing back. First letters, then emails, then phone calls. Months later, they met for coffee, both nervous, both smiling like teenagers. They talked for hours about the lake, about the dances, about the years in between. A year after that first letter, they married, quietly, in the same park where they'd had their first date so long ago. Clara says, "I thought love letters were for young people. Turns out, they're for anyone brave enough to open an old envelope." Love letters from the past. They don't shout, they whisper. They don't demand, they invite. And after 60, when we've already lived through so much, those whispers can feel like the loudest thing in the world. I remember Harold's story too. Gentle Harold. He was 74, widowed for 8 years. One day, his daughter found an old shoebox in the attic, full of letters from his first love, Evelyn. They'd been high school sweethearts, promised to marry after the war. But life happened. He went overseas, she married someone else. They never spoke again. Harold kept every letter she wrote him, tucked away, never thrown out. When he read them again at 74, tears came. He didn't know why he kept them all those years. Maybe some part of him never let go. His daughter encouraged him. "Dad, write her, just to say hello." He did. A simple card. "Evelyn, I found our old letters. I hope life has been kind to you." 2 weeks later, a letter came back. Her handwriting still the same. She'd been widowed too. They started writing, then calling, then meeting. They didn't rush, they just remembered. A year later they were married, quietly, gratefully. Harold told me with a shy smile, "I thought my story with Evelyn ended in 1945. Turns out, it was just on pause." You know, what touches me most about these stories is how gentle they are. There's no drama, no big chase, just two people, older, wiser, softer, finding each other again through words on paper, words that waited decades to be read, words that say, "I never forgot you." And after 60, when we've already said goodbye to so many things, those words can feel like coming home. There's Margaret's story, too. You might remember her from earlier talks. She was 68, widowed, when a letter arrived from her first love, Tom. They'd dated in college, but life pulled them apart. He married someone else. She married someone else. Decades passed. Then one day, a letter came. "Margaret, I found your old photo in a book. I've thought of you often. If you're ever free for coffee." She cried when she read it. She thought about throwing it away. Too much time had passed. But she didn't. She wrote back. They met. They talked. They laughed about old times. They cried about lost years. And slowly, very slowly, they built something new. When they married, it was small, simple, full of people who'd watched it unfold through letters first. Margaret says quietly, "I thought love letters were for the young. Turns out, they're for anyone who still believes in second pages." I've seen it so many times. The woman who found a letter from her high school sweetheart tucked in an old yearbook. They hadn't spoken in 55 years. One letter turned into dozens, then calls, then a visit, then a wedding. Or the man who wrote to his college love after his wife passed. She wrote back the next day. They met for lunch, then dinner, then forever. Or the lady who received a letter from a man she'd known briefly in her 20s. He'd kept her photo all those years. They started writing, then meeting, then loving again. Love letters from the past. They don't rush, they wait. They don't demand, they invite. And after 60, when we've already said goodbye to so many things, those invitations can feel like the sweetest thing in the world. I know it's frightening. After all we've been through, the losses, the goodbyes, the years of thinking that part is over, opening an old letter feels risky. But here's what I've learned. The risk is small compared to the reward. Because sometimes, just sometimes, the person who knew you when you were young still sees you that way. And when they say, "I never stopped thinking about you," it can make you feel young again, alive again, loved again. So let me ask you something very softly. Have you ever kept an old letter, or a photo, or a memory that still makes your heart skip? Have you ever wondered what would happen if you reached out just to say hello? Have you ever felt that quiet pull, that little whisper that says, maybe it's not too late? Write it in the comments, even one little sentence. I still have his letter, or I'm thinking about writing back. I read every word, and they touch me more than you know. If this quiet talk gave even a small corner of your heart a little hope, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and subscribe so we can keep meeting like this every week. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next story. I'm so grateful you're here with me. Take good care of your tender, beautiful hearts. They've carried you through so much, and they still have so much love left to give and receive. Until next time, I'll be right here with tea and an open heart.